Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a poor boy named Jack and his widowed mother. They owned a small cottage and a cow named Milky White, which was their only source of income. Jack would sell the cow's milk at the market, but one day, Milky White stopped producing milk. Without any income, Jack's mother decided they must sell the cow to buy food. Jack was heartbroken but agreed to sell Milky White. On his way to the market, he met an old man who offered him 5 magical beans in exchange for the cow. The man promised that the beans would bring him great fortune. Intrigued, Jack accepted the trade and returned home. When Jack showed his mother the beans, she was furious. "You sold our cow for a handful of beans," she cried and threw the beans out of the window. Disheartened, Jack went to bed hungry. The next morning, Jack woke to an astonishing sight. Outside his window, a massive beanstalk had grown overnight, reaching high into the clouds. Curious and excited, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk. After a long climb, Jack reached the top and found himself in a strange land above the clouds. In the distance, he saw a gigantic castle. Despite feeling nervous, his curiosity drove him to explore. Jack approached the castle and was greeted by a kind giantess. She warned him about her husband, a fierce giant who loved to eat humans. Jack begged for food, and the giantess took pity on him, giving him bread and milk. Suddenly, the ground began to shake, and a thunderous voice boomed. "Fee-fi-fa-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive, or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." The giantess quickly hid Jack in a cupboard as her husband entered. The giant sat down to eat his meal. After finishing, he pulled out a sack of gold coins. As the giant counted his treasure, he grew drowsy and fell asleep. Seeing an opportunity, Jack crept out of the cupboard, grabbed a sack of gold, and fled. He climbed down the beanstalk and showed his mother the gold. They were overjoyed and no longer hungry, but soon the money ran out. Jack decided to climb the beanstalk again. This time, the giantess welcomed him once more. She warned him again of the danger. Jack hid when the giant returned, roaring his usual "Fee-fi-fa-fum." After his meal, the giant brought out a magical hen that laid golden eggs. "Lay," he commanded, and the hen laid a perfect golden egg. When the giant fell asleep, Jack emerged from his hiding spot, grabbed the hen, and hurried down the beanstalk. The magical hen provided golden eggs daily, making Jack and his mother wealthy. But Jack's curiosity got the better of him, and he wanted to return to the castle one last time. On his third visit, Jack hid as usual. This time, after his meal, the giant brought out a golden harp that could play beautiful music on its own. As the harp played a soothing melody, the giant fell asleep. Jack crept out, grabbed the harp, and began to run. But the harp cried out, "Master! Master!" waking the giant. Furious, the giant chased Jack, shaking the ground with every step. Jack climbed down the beanstalk as fast as he could, with the giant close behind him. When Jack reached the ground, he shouted, "Mother, bring me an axe." His mother rushed out with an axe, and Jack began to chop down the beanstalk. With a mighty crash, the beanstalk toppled, and the giant fell to the ground, meeting his end. Jack and his mother were finally safe. With the golden hen and the harp, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after, never wanting for anything again. Jack learned the value of bravery and quick thinking, and he always remembered the incredible adventure that changed his life.